What's up, YouTube? So my brother had a great question that's kind of the inspiration for this vid, and he said, so what do you do if you do meet a quality chick and she has a lot of skills that you find to be desirable, but for whatever reason, it's still not working out and things are still not, you don't feel like you guys are compatible? And that's a good question. Because there will come a point in time where, and it's probably already happened to a couple of us, where we where we've met a woman and she's cool, got good qualities, but at the end of the day, there was still something not there. And I would say this has to do more so with us not having a clear or somewhat clear view of what we want our family life to be. I'm a patriarch. Right, I believe that the man has to be the head, and you can disagree. It's cool, no hard feelings. It is what it is. I just feel like this sort of organizational style serves everybody. That's why I have adopted it. But I can clearly understand if you feel differently. And for me, when the man is at the head, when the man is at the head and he's happy, everyone else in the family will be happy. Growing up, I remember my dad, right, if he was upset, it really wouldn't matter what you have going on, right? You would be like, oh man, dad's upset, you better not act up. But when dad was happy, everybody was happy, right? You can be feeling down, moms could be upset, but if dad was happy, everybody's spirits picked up. And if you grew up in a two-parent household, or even just around a father or, some sort of male head influence, you understand what I'm talking about. Like, when they're happy, it almost doesn't matter what's going on with you, because the fact that he's happy will almost bring you up. And for me, this is why, I love this organizational style. So, of course, if you were at the head, I feel like it's your responsibility to develop your own form of the whole patriarchy, right? Your whole idea of how it's going to be ran on a day-to-day level, okay? Because at the end of the day, if it's going to make you happy, trust me, it will eventually transcend over to everybody else in the family, right? It will just spill over, it will leak over, and everybody will be good. Oftentimes, we as men, we don't necessarily do this. We don't really have a strong idea of what we want, so we give too much power to the women. Right? Half the time, they'll come through and they'll say, well, I have this, that, and the third. I have this job and I'm doing this. You have to deal with it. And the reason why sometimes we get upset as men is because we don't have a clear understanding of what's going on. But once you understand what you want, things will be so much clearer. It's not about, you feeling like you're a couple of days away from wanting to settle down. I'm still a couple of years away, probably a good 5 years away, but I still understand what I want. And it makes things easier because once you know your direction, it comes out. So with the women that, I'm involved with now, they know I'm a traditional dude, right? And, when no one's talking about marriage, they already know what it is. So if they're serious, they already know what to expect. Some of them are cool with it, and they still have stuck around. So we talk, hang out every now and then. Some of them are like, not my thing, and they kind of moved on. It is what it is. And to me, it's a win-win because no one's emotions are on the line. Everybody's calm, cool, and collected because there's no pressure. There is no, my biological clock is ticking, time is wasting. Like I said, I'm still years away. But they already know what I want in the future. So they have more than enough time to make a decision, right, whether they're going to change and make those, adaptations that are going to work with what I want, or they're going to say, not for me. And like I said, she moves on and the sun goes down and we wake up the next day. But like I said, it starts with you. There's so many variables that you can't control, but to me, if you are a believer that the man has to be the head, well, you can control the variable in terms of what you want your life to be like. And it may seem unfair to the women, but trust me, if you don't have one, you will be upset, because now she will be telling you what's going to happen, right? She will be telling you what's going to work. And if you feel like you're supposed to be the head, you're already doomed. You're already fucked up. Excuse my language. It is what it is. You're the head, but you're not determining how your family's going to be ran, right? It's kind of like an oxymoron to me. So there's no way around it. You have to develop it. No one says you have to know one right away. It takes time, right? It will involve you fellowshipping and talking to other men who are kind of in a position that you would like to be in, right? You know, I'm lucky enough that, you know, I get a lot of my input and some of my views from men who are actually in families that are kind of like how I want mine to be, right? You know, they're happily married, wife is happy, kids is doing well, and you know, these are the type of men that I talk to from time to time, and they kind of help me understand what's going on. And you know, one of the things that they've told me over the last couple of years is, you have to know what you want, right? It's like going to the grocery store and not having a grocery list. There's hundreds of good food items there, but you can't buy everything. So out of the good foods, you have to figure out the ones that you like. So, you know, that's pretty much, you know, another piece of advice that I have for you guys. Know what you want. It will come out. Like I said, once you know, there is no, you know, there is none of those shocking conversations where, you know, you're telling some woman, you either submit to me or it's the highway. It's slow and gradual. Like, I can't even describe how much it's helped me out personally. Because, as you know, if you step to a woman and you say, you know what, I am the head and you have to submit, a lot of women are going to be like, who the hell are you, right? But for me, it's slow and gradual. Because there is no pressure, right? You know, it comes out over time after we have a couple of good conversations here and there, and oftentimes we joke about it. You know, I have one female friend, you know, who calls me Mr. Traditional. You know, I want a woman from the 50s, and it's a running joke, but she understands what I'm about. And like I said, she still sticks around, right? She fights it, but yet she's still around because she knows I'm not budging. So it's her getting with my program, and she's more than welcome to opt out and go do what she needs to do, and everything is good. No hard feelings, simply because I'm not wavering and I'm not in your face. Oh, you know, you have to do this, that, and the third because I'm the man and I'm super macho. No, I'm the head. That's how it is, right? When you give it to them almost like it's natural as opposed to forced, you know, most of the time they'll get with the program. And for me, that's just how I come off. It's almost elemental, you know what I mean? Just in terms of, yeah, the man is supposed to be the head. So for the women, there is no, let me try to convince him otherwise, or let me try to force him, or, you know, to do this, or let me try to, you know, bully him with my degrees or my career. Nope. This is nature for me. It's almost biological. So anyways, hopefully you guys can, you know, understand where I'm trying to, you know, what I'm trying to get at, and try to adopt it to what you're trying to do in your own life. So let me know how you feel. Take it easy. God bless.